All right. What's up? It is Mary Mitch. Welcome to the stream. Today we've got a little bit of a different setup. It's a little bit jank, not gonna lie. But I really wanted to find a way to kind of share some of the more traditional stuff that I do for D&D. Oh heck yeah, Garo. It's been good to be back, honestly. I've done a little bit of gaming, because I figured out, shoot, there's a ton of games out there with a ton of dialogue, games that are incredibly story-driven that don't have any voice acting involved. A lot of old RPGs and such that I can jump in and play and practice, my voice acting by giving life to all the characters. I've also been, of course, doing the spooky Saturday streams, and I've also started reading the Mark of Athena. So, lots of fun stuff happening. Pretty big news. I've joined up with a media production company to basically join like a squad of Twitch streamers. We're all gonna be like supporting each other, figuring out, the best ways to collaborate and, do this whole Twitch stream thing professionally. So I'm excited, really grateful for that opportunity because the guys who run it know a lot more about running like advertisements and gaining subscriptions and all sorts of stuff on like the business end of things. Oh, true. Yeah, you're all the way over on the other side of the country now, aren't you? That's wild. But shoot, I'm so glad that you've finally been able to make it down there. And I hope things are things are jamming down that way. So right here I have it's a little bit hard to see right now because it's just penciled in the region that both of my D&D campaigns take place in, or at least begin in. This region is just above where here, actually, let me drop this photo in real quick. Whoa, that's a big photo. This is something that I made a while back, which is the world in which my D&D campaigns take place in, known as Velvet. The world of Velvet, right? Let's see. Is there a way to... There's not a way to ping here, is there? Just add a... I'll tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add, a random photo. Something vibrant. We'll add this one. Then I'm gonna make this opaque and small and use it as a pinging device. Let's see. So filters. Blend. Oh, come on. Why is it not doing it? Maybe, I think I just need to go into properties. Hold up. Nope, that wasn't it. We'll use this as like a little base. They're in the region right next to that little colorful spot right there. I know, so high tech. That region right there is where the game takes place. It is one of the more cold regions of the world. It's right above Abalance there, and to the right of Handel. Yeah, we're gonna work on making this this right there into something that looks a lot more like this. I got all my markers and such, and yeah, stuff that's gonna help make this thing a reality. So currently we've got autoclave up here. We have forests here and here. We have
They can access. They can access.
which is Goblin for tribe of cold, I think, or tribe of ice. Hold up, I think I actually still have. No, I don't. Never mind. That was from the other day. I thought I had the translator up still. Wait, hold up. Wait, yes, I do. Yeah, it's tribe in cold. Tribe in cold is what that stands for. A lot of times it's just that. I'll use one of the various languages within D&D. Name it something really simple in English, and it comes out with with a really nice ring to it. As far as Autoclave Village, you know, the world is known as Velvet, and in this world there's a ton of just things named after textile terms. So I just have this reference of like this huge glossary of like sewing terms and just textile everything. You know, from looms to cross stitching, you know, and I'll just kind of draw from that and use what I find is either like appropriate due to what the actual definition is of that word, or just what I think would sound nice. You know, for instance, Lake Snip is right here. Lake Snip. Aramid is going to be right over here. That's where a couple of my players are from, or where they originated. They took this path all the way through to Autoclave Village to start there. And yeah, that is a coalition of dwarves and elves that live within a mountain. Their city is entirely like, yeah, inside of a mountain. Very, very dwarf-esque, but and that's genuinely based off of a city that already exists in the D&D canon, like the Wizards of the Coast D&D canon, called. Oh, hold up. Let me reference my glossary here. Alright, I got the glossary here. Known as Uthodurn. I'm sure some of you might have heard of that before. But yeah, so I've been working towards finalizing and getting this whole map created. So I think I need another forest right about here. So what I usually do is I'll just scribble out the outline of where the forest is, and then I'll just start making trees from where these are at. And for the ones that are right on the border, I usually add a little tree branch, or not a tree branch, the biggest branch in the tree, known as the trunk. You might have heard of it before. Yeah, honestly, I forget how much I enjoy crafting maps. I've only done it for two of the regions in my world. One is the Shredded City of Insanity, or the Frayed City of Insanity, known as Shred. And the other is just the world map, Velvet. But since my players are, kind of pretty well into their campaign, a few of them have asked me a couple of times, like, "Hey, Mitch, can we get a map, please?" And I was like, "Shoot, I kept I'm gonna keep myself honest here. I kept making like excuses from the perspective of the NPCs and such." I did forget the word trunk. oh man. But I mean, honestly, isn't it better to think of a trunk as just like a super huge branch? I'm gonna, think on that, huh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes, sorry. So I kept making excuses from the NPC's perspective as to why nobody around had a map to offer them. But out of character, I just admitted to my crew, "Hey guys, I haven't made the map yet, so be patient with me, please." And that's what I find is usually best to do is, as much as I do like to try my best to keep the all-knowing DM, the all-knowing DM aura, because I'm a firm believer in that the DM is kind of like the leader of the game. They help guide the players in the game that they're playing. And a lot of times, I've come across and played. I haven't played in a lot of games, but I've played in a couple of games where the DM just kind of loses control of their game, or loses the trust of the players. And that's when the game just kind of starts to fall apart, So I do find it important to kind of keep up the idea that the DM does know all and can, assist in anything that the player might need. And in a lot of cases, hey, that is true. But if, any other DMs out there can tell you and will know that, hey, we're still human. We're not actually the gods of these worlds that we are creating. One thing that I'm really grateful for, though, is that I created this map during a time that I was just, I had the concept or the idea for a world, a D&D world, and I didn't have any players or, any type of campaign that I was able to start or anything, but I had the idea, and so I got to work and started creating and, looked up the guide of like, hey, if you want to create a world, I just kind of typed in like, what do I do to start the process of creating a universe, or a fictional universe? And the first thing that came up was really helpful. It was, what are the major questions for this world? And those were, does your world have magic? How old is your world? What created your world, or what, how did the world spawn? What is its origin? And where, where, like, what sorts of people inhabit it? I think those are some of the mainstay questions. I have them written down in my little journal, but I don't have that in front of me at the moment. But I went through and I figured all those things out, and created the whole pantheon and junk for the world, and got really stoked and excited as I started to see this world come to be. And then I lost interest in it. My interest just kind of fizzled out, and I stopped working on it because I got kind of lost in the vast amount of stuff and work that goes into creating a literal full entire world and setting. And there was also the whole thing where like I was like, I don't have any games that are even running right now to play within this, and I quickly like moved on to other things, let other things take precedence and fill my free time. But then, come the end of summer here, I found two groups of lovely folks to jump into some campaigns with. And lo and behold, I was like, shoot, this is gonna be this will be a great opportunity to expand the world that I created, and to give me like a solid reason to do that. So now it's not just my world, it's the world that these players are within. And gosh, I just think that's so cool. As they play through the game, they are, whether they realize it or not, like helping me to flesh out and create this world that I've dreamed of for a long time. And I don't know if that's how other DMs like go about creating their setting, but for me, that's how I want to do it. Because as I said, it pains me to admit it, but if I'm just sitting down and like writing up lore and stuff, and creating the world one chunk at a time, I'll my passion for it fizzles out. But here, as these games are progressing and going, I get more and more excited about it, and have a good reason to keep this up. All right, so we've got another forest here. Good stuff. I have not named this village yet, and this village is going to be very, very important in tomorrow's game, because that is where one of the key players, one of the key NPCs, the NPC is a player in the story, but anyways, one of the key NPCs has been abducted and taken to this village. Either that, or I'm thinking that they wound up moving to that village and then got abducted there. And I can give you the backstory to what the reason is for this key NPC being abducted. But I'll only do that if you guys are interested. What to name that place though? We have Autoclave Village. And let's see, I can actually bring us over here. And show you where I get all my terms. Oh. The webcam crap out again. I mean, thankfully that's not super important. But it didn't crap out over here? Okay. That's good. Did it crap out in reading time? It didn't. Just in the in-game. Okay. Weird stuff. Backstitch. Yo. I like that. Sounds a little bit like underground though. Oi, welcome to the Backstitch. Where we trade illegal sewing equipment. I do like that though. In fact, shoot, this is the first time I've had a viewer suggestion, so I'm gonna go with it. So we're going to name this place Backstitch. Forbidden Needles? Ooh, I feel like that would be a good forest name. Could name one of these forests, the Forbidden Needles Forest. The only trouble with that is that, see, I can pull up the Pantheon real quick. Needle, you see right there, is the primary deity within the realm. So a lot of places, if they're named, if Needle is in the name, it usually means that it is a pretty important spot. Let's bring back that textile terms. I'm seeing, ooh, I haven't named anything after baskets, There's basket weaving. Could call it Bow Basket Village. Bin Basket Village. Shoot. I bet that's probably something that happens, with the villagers themselves. Some of them call it Bobastic Village. Bimbastic or Bow Basket? Or sorry, Bimbasket or Bow Basket? Yo! Just call it Basketball Village. Dude. Listen, you don't understand. So in the upcoming part of the story, this is oh wait, sorry. Let me switch over to here. This is the priestess that gets captured, the key NPC that they are going to have to go rescue. And her name, she is a priest of the sun. and her name is Celeste Sunny D. Any chance I can, or not any chance, but when I get like the feel for it, or the desire for it, I will undoubtedly throw in like a legitimate thing from real life and just put it there as something like fantasy related. And honest to goodness, it is one of the things that brings me the greatest delight in D&D. So Basketball Village. That, honestly, that sounds pretty good. Basketball Village. The more I say it, the more I'm liking it. Should I alter it a little bit, like Basket Bill Village? Basket Bale Village? I'll call it Basketball Village, but I'm gonna alter the spelling a little bit. I can't... Listen here. Why not? Tell me right now, why can't I name it Basketball Village? I'm gonna switch up the spelling. Oh man, I don't have any extra paper on me. Wait, yes I do. Alright, we're gonna see how this looks. Basket to ball. Basky T-ball. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, should I alter it a little bit? Like call it Basket Brim Village, or Ball Basket Village. And like only use one L or something. Ball Basket Village. I still like Basketball Village. I've got it in my head now. There's the trouble though, that, you know, I want all my players to have a good time, and I believe, you know, if they know me well enough, Ball Basket is worse. What are you talking about? This is genius. But as I was saying, I want primarily for my players to have a good time and enjoy themselves. You know, the main reason I'm doing this is for them and myself, to have a good time and enjoy, some quality time together, telling a darn good story together. But, you know, I also want to make them laugh, but I also don't want them to feel as though I'm not taking it seriously, you know? Basket basketball. This is the village of basketball. What other things are related to, like, baskets? I'm gonna step away from basketball for a second and see what else is related to basket. Basket, let's say like basket weaving terms. Oh, dude, I love how each of these textile term you know, websites are so, I don't, they're so like aesthetically pleasing to me. This one too, like it's so charming, dude. All right, let's see. Hold up, I do want to see. Hi, friends, and welcome. I'm so glad you are here, and I would like to introduce myself to you. I'm Nancy Jacobs, a wife to my college sweetheart for over 25 years, and a mom to 3 older children. We are in the process of moving from New Mexico to Michigan. I'm fascinated at the differences that several states make in culture, food, and more. I enjoy most aspects of homemaking, cooking, gardening, and crafting of all forms, especially machine embroidery. Finally, I love and follow the teachings of Jesus. Heck yeah. Please sit and stay a while. Thank you for reading, and be sure to visit often. You can always email me at basketmakernancy@yahoo.com. Oh, have a blessed and beautiful day, Nancy. Aw, dude. See what I'm saying? Darling. Let's see. Base is the bottom of the basket. Stakes. The foundation. Spokes. Ribs. Weaver. Twining. Twining Village is pretty good. Twining Town. Oh, that's it. That's the one. Twining Town. Oh, man. Oh, dude. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely perfect. Alright, let's see. How do you do a cursive T? I do in fact have a reference of all the cursive letters in front of me at the moment. Oh, dude, the cursive T is so simple but quite elegant. Oh, heck yeah. Big Nancy fan. So it is simply straight like this. And then the top is just curvy. Twining Town. Twining Town. Is that how you do a cursive W? I'm gonna look it up real quick. What does a cursive W look like? Oh, I almost had it right. The dip is a little bit too big. That's alright though. Twining. Down. Heck yeah. Do you think that's gonna be too hard to read? For the players? Without a doubt though, that's the title I was looking for. As much as basketball will remain in my heart forever. Basketball Village. We are, we're gonna go with Twining Town after all. Alright, shoot. Where's the best spot to put this? I think where these trees are. Sorry, trees. Gonna need you to move. Thank ya. Thank you, trees. Be gone from this plain, so that I might write Twining Town. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah. How's that look? It's a little bit blurry, but it's looking pretty good. Hey, thanks for sticking around for as long as you did, Caroline. And seriously, call me sometime, yeah? I'd love to catch up. I think I got some time tomorrow. In fact, I'll try to call you. I'd love to hear how things are going over on the other coast. Until then, hope you have a wonderful night. And most importantly, thank you so much for the recommendation of basketball. that made my day. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna return this little tree. Let's see. Man, that's such a good build. Alright, let's see. From there, we have Aramid over this way. What is going to be in this region? Here. I also want to be thinking about, when we look at Velvet, you know, that peninsula up there, Crimp is going to be on that very first island there. So yeah, that's too far off. You wouldn't see that in this map anyhow. Alright, good deal. Because what's going to happen is they're going to take a boat from these docks, head up this direction. This is for my Crawling Dust campaign. I'm going to head up that direction over to Crimp. Another excellent town name. Let's see here. Yeah, this region over here. I want there to be something there. I feel like there definitely would be. Would it be one other village, do you think? Or another, like, tribe sort of place? Like,
They can access. They can access.
Listen, I have to say that name in a goblin accent, no matter what. And simply for the reason that it is way more fun to say that way. Alright, let's see. you think there could be some kind of legend pertaining to over here? Because I'm thinking about it, and there are 4 settlements of a race that is unique to Velvet. There are 4 settlements left of that race, and they're going to be placed in 4 different places around the world. I decided that one would be deep within a forest, one would be deep in the Underdark, one would be in the sky, and the other would be underwater. Would up here make sense? Oh, and the one in the sky, let me be clear, that one is going to be in, like, high in the mountaintops. So we could have... Yeah, so over here... could maybe have, like... Maybe it is, like, it's the tallest mountain in Velvet. And I know that, like, the mountain range isn't reflected there. But this could be where the tallest mountain, you know, like, the Himalayas of Velvet could be right there. But it's not within a mountain range, it is just one massive singular mountain. Kind of like that idea. Let's see how that looks. So it would, of course, obscure some of the river, but I'm definitely okay with that. Okay, good. Sorry, erasing shakes the table a little bit. I was worried that it would affect the microphone, but it seems to not. It appears to not affect the microphone. God. Hold up. And I'm gonna do that whole thing where they draw clouds surrounding the top. Also, I'm gonna switch the angle real quick. See if this helps. Oh, going on an adventure here with the camera chat. Ooh. Excellent. I'm going to tilt you down toward this here, dealio. It's not a whole lot better, but I think that's at least better than before, though. Okay, so now we have the massive, gosh, it doesn't want to keep focus, the massive mountain right there. Autoclave is up here. Hey camera, could you stop pulsing? I mean, I know, camera, I understand you're feeling the music. That's cool and all. But stop refocusing. Thank you. There is our Goblin Village. And I did mean to say Froblin there. There's Lake Snip. Oh, camera. You're on that again. I wonder what causes it to do that even. It's gotta be like a lighting thing. Alright. Flip it back around, and let's see, I could do this though. Would that help at all? No, the light did not seem to help anything. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Again, guys, the setup is a little bit jank, but I hope you're still enjoying yourself. As I am. Alright, shoot, now we got that massive mountain there. There we go. Hey yo! What's up? How you doing, artist? I am creating a map here. for my D&D campaign. Let's see. I actually think the river could very easily break off here. And travel all the way through here, making it even harder to get to that giant mountain. Yeah, I like that. It is full up on both ends, I'm afraid. I appreciate you asking though. Yeah, we got let's see. We got Fendel or Felden, Dickie Nichols, Leo, Exir, and Grogan, Grumbino Grung in the first one. And in the second we have Fenro, let's see if I can remember these offhand. Fenro, Baggy, Rodrigo, I know the name. Finewin. That's it. A little bit of an unusual one. Hard to remember, but I got it. Finewin. And Sawyer. So we got 5 in each one so far. Alright, we've made that area a little more treacherous with a couple extra mountains and such. I'm gonna add one more hill dealio here. And then a few trees scattered around this way. Nice. This map is coming together. Let's see here. I still have a couple of small regions. That I think I'm gonna fill with forests. This region is meant to be very, very forested. Yeah. It's going to be just a long stretch of forest. Have it be overlapped by this mountain just a tad. Alright, now we make these into little trees. Gotta say, if you ever do become a D&D cartographer, you got a lot of wooded areas, be prepared to draw a lot of tiny scribbly trees. And then Jerry's has Cinnabon cookie dough bites that you eat raw, and it's super good. Oh my gosh. That sounds heavenly. Do you have some like right now? If so, share? Question mark? Nah, even if that were possible, I am allergic to dairy. And gluten, for that matter. Oof. Oof. That's alright. By this point, I've forgotten what Cinnabon tastes like. Just Cinnabon specifically, though. I have had a dairy-free, gluten-free cinnamon bun before, which was a like a miracle of baking, if I do say so myself. I have no idea how they were able to accomplish that, but it must have been through magic, I'm convinced. The good part is I don't think these need to be super they don't all need to be straight up and down. I'm letting them go along with the curve. No, I'm lactose intolerant and I eat dairy all the time because I completely disregard the fact it will cause me future pain. Listen, you are not the only one in that boat, I can assure you. It's that whole trouble with instant gratification. Got my own strife with that. But thankfully with the lactose intolerance thing, it's not all that bad. They got like medicine you can take. Like lactate or something. My deal is I have Leaky Gut Syndrome, which is a wild syndrome that doesn't just make it so that I'm allergic to dairy. Instead, it makes it so that if I consume dairy for long enough, like if I were to consistently eat a milkshake every day for, let's say, 5 years, a legitimate hole would form in my stomach. And my gut would leak into the rest of my body. Really wild stuff. I think I might have mentioned that on the channel once or twice before, but I never mind talking about it because it is kind of wild. I will say, if I was just lactose intolerant, I would probably do the same. But when the doctor told me that there was a risk of their like ending up and like me ending up with a hole in my stomach, that was enough to scare me straight for sure. I was like, you know what, doctor? I never even needed dairy in the first place. Good stuff. Alright, nice. We are almost done with this little forest area. Just gotta fill in the gaps, basically. I think I might do a little time lapse to post on my YouTube of this. Just of the inking part though. To give people a little taste of, you know, how I do how I go about creating maps and such. I will say, this is definitely one of the more chill streams that I do, because it takes a lot of focus to do this whole art thing, you know? I'm sure my boy Keaton could relate. Oh, booyah. I have... wait. Oh gosh. Why is it that bright? I have entered that little strip of forest into the map. Yosh, I have done it. My job just had Posca acrylic pens for $1 each, and I bought 42 of them at once. I mean, shoot, that's $42. That's a little rich for my blood. But I feel you. Art is an expensive endeavor, or can be. But however, $1 is a pretty good deal. Why do you need 42 of them though? Are they all different colors and such? Oh, and thank you. I appreciate the praise. That means a lot to me. Oh, you probably weren't here when I I pulled up the other map that I did. But let me leave this on screen for a couple minutes here. Or not a couple minutes, like a few seconds. This is the map of the world that I made. I think about a year or so back. This is the world of Velvet. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me grab an image of just like a circle PNG. Can I not just paste images in here? Alas. Alright. But you see the city of Avalance there? Let me just zoom in. So the region I'm working on is this part up here, basically. Minus the spot to the right there and the spot at the top. I'm working on that peninsula over on the left there. But yeah, I was talking earlier about how one of the reasons I have so enjoyed running these two campaigns has been that during the time that I created this this map here, I got really excited about like this world creating thing, but I eventually fizzled out on it. You know, my passion kind of waned, and I just kind of left the oodles of work that I had done on the world building of it. And I figured out like the main reason for that was just I didn't have any campaigns or life within the world I was creating, you know? And so like once I finally made the plunge and said, all right, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm just gonna try and see how it goes. I'm gonna run a campaign and see if it works within this world. And lo and behold, it wound up doing wonders for my motivation and such to work on the world itself. When there are actual people in your life that are living within the world that you're creating, this is some advice like from one DM to another if I got DMs listening. Create the world as you go. Seriously. Let the players influence the world and help you in its creation. Maybe figure out the essential questions. You know, how old is the world? Have there been any cataclysmic events? What kind of races are within your world? And a big one, does magic exist? And how prevalent is the magic? That is a major one. There's a couple of other essential questions in there that I might be forgetting, but figure all that stuff out, but then get at it. Like, jump into the campaign. And hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Alright, let's see. I think that'll about do it. I want one more bridge coming across this way to continue the road down to Avalance. We'll make this a bit of a bigger bridge too. Wait, whoops. That doesn't look right. There we go. Ooh, booyah. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Let's see if you can see it or not. I just added that guy there. Little bridge, or big bridge rather. So that this here path can come along this way and then follow the river down south. Hey, alright, I think this map is complete. Oh! Let's go! Well, hey, I said that it was complete. I lied there. It is, the sketch of it is complete. But still, shoot, reason to celebrate. That took, wow, an hour and 20 minutes. Wild stuff. Let's see if I can knock this, this inking out of the way. I'm gonna, real quick, I'm gonna try to switch the lighting up a little bit, see if it helps at all. One sec. Does that look any better? Oh my gosh. I just realized how intense that blue light is. Yo, what's up, Mr. Pockets? Heck yeah, we're working on a D&D map here. One sec real quick. I'm gonna try to with this excellent beanie here. I try to cover up this blue light that is kind of just wrecking shop right now. I don't want to accidentally turn off the monitor, but alright, nice. That is, I think, a little bit better. Nice. Good stuff. Streaming, man, it's all about experimentation. But yo, Mr. Pocket, let me catch you up on what we're doing here. So this is the D&D world that I have been working on for, on and off for over 2 or 3 years here. And my D&D game has just recently started. We're about like 3 sessions in on one campaign and then 2 sessions in on the other. And it all takes place in a certain region of this world here. Let me do a quick zoom in here. And it is this region right here. Actually, it's a little more specific than that even. This region here. And yeah, like my players in the Jealous Twilight campaign have all been asking if they can, like, they've been asking the various NPCs, hey, can I get a map though, baby? Can I please have a map of this region, please. And I've kept on like coming up with excuses for the NPCs of why they don't have a map on hand. And they are legitimate reasons, don't get me wrong, ones that are believable, but you know, I told them at the end of the session, out of character, I was like, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't made the map yet. Like, give me a little bit of time, and I will get that going as soon as I can. Also, shoot, let me real quick, I think I'm gonna do this just every once in a while. I'm gonna link the YouTube playlist of the first 4 sessions of the Crawling Dust campaign. If you guys are interested in checking it out, seeing how it's going, go and click that link there. Do I have a favorite campaign moment? Oh boy. These are the questions I was hoping for. So 2 cultists that were a part of a group of bandits that were robbing the house of Verla Pelk, or the shop of Verla Pelk. They were bandits, but they were also cultists, a part of a group under like this Golden Tail mafia family, but that specific sect of the Golden Tail had started worshipping this deity known as Patch, who is like basically the god of undeath. And these two grunts who work under Halil, who is the one that runs that cult, there were 5 of the bandits there, but my crew dispatched about 3 of them, and then granted mercy to 2 of them, and then proceeded to convert these 2 cultists to see reason, or to to abandon their faith in Patch. And it was all it took was them because one of my players has really high persuasion. I made her roll a persuasion check for this, but the gist of what she said was just like, hey, you know that that your god isn't gonna revive you like after you die. Like if you died here in this moment when we were slaughtering the others, you would not have been resurrected as you said you would. And Halil is lying to you. And these 2 bandits were just like, wait a second, you're telling me that all of what they said is just lies and hullabaloo? The thing that we've worshipped for a good long while here, we're not gonna be resurrected like it said? Are you sure? And that was pretty wild. I did not expect them to convert these 2 bandits, and then from there I had to proceed to name these 2 bandits, give them custom art, and give them a place in in the campaign. Like custom art and everything. I love those moments when like when you intend to just have them like fight just straight regular bandits, but but then somehow they manage to like make 2 of them join their team. And I'm being serious. That's one of the things that I think is so cool about D&D. Alright, well shoot. I think it's about time to start inking. My guess is that some of the other moments might come to me, but I am gonna go ahead and initiate this here process. Wait, where's my 05? No. Found another 08. My favorite NPC. Oh, dude, you're asking me to pick one of my beautiful children. Let me pull you over here to the actual Roll20 page. It's got to be one of the autoclave NPCs. I do really like Gary Edelwood. He is a reanimated skeleton who has no idea how he came back to life, but was just a really chill dude. Came from like 1,000 years ago, had to reacclimate to like what society is now, decided screw that, I'm just gonna actually go sit on a rock at the docks and fish for the rest of eternity. And now he just lives at the autoclave docks. And yeah, he's got to be one of my favorites that I've created. Him and let's see, I like Mephit Jarlin, just because I just genuinely love his personality. He's just like this jock who really just loves to help people and do right by other people. And man, he's a charming lad. Telga is pretty great. She is a Russian woman who works hard and makes bread. By bread I mean geld. Huff Puffin is kind of cool. He's one of the otter folk of the village, and he used to be a part of the Golden Tail a long time ago, but he's basically like a retired mafia member who now just works like in the at the docks, you know, doing kind of something that he knows he's good at. And then he has a son named Piff Puffin, and he's a good lad too. Most interesting PC. Oh, player character. Shoot, that's a good question. I know Leo and Grogan have both dedicated a lot of time to fleshing out their biographies. I mean, look at this dude. He really went to town on this page, and I don't see that a lot. I don't see that a ton from players. Mostly because like it's not necessarily essential to do that for being able to play a campaign, but it certainly does like do a lot for, yeah, just like getting a feel for who your character is. In fact, I'd love to read this out to you. So this is Grogan Grumbino Grung. Born in the highest position of the Grung's social caste system, Grumbino was divinely chosen to lead his horde in war and conquest. His training began from the moment his legs formed. Grueling days spent battered and bruised, slashed and stabbed. Never allowed time for his injuries to scab over. Studious nights spent scrawling notes on grung mantra and battle strategy until his hands splintered. His screams, much like his soul, were kept from reaching the outside world by the Golden Palace walls. His final tutelage was spent in the tides of war, on the front lines with his father and Horde Sovereign, Boggin Grumbino Grung. In a battle against the major opposing Grung power, Boggin was felled, leaving his son and people to overwhelm the enemy with righteous fury and vengeance. That surge of fury consumed Grumbino as he conquered the rest of Coverlet's mighty forest. Under Grumbino, the Grung's might was so great, and their reach so far, that the forest became colloquially known or referred to as the Gungeon. I think he meant, oh yeah, Grungin. It might still be just be Gungeon. Anyways, and it was understood that any who dared to misstep into the forest would lose more than a foot. Despite this, the trees of the forest eventually became just more walls. Quilt converts Grumbino and sets him on a holy paladin redemption quest. Quilt being a part of the pantheon. Hold up. Quilt being a part of the pantheon here as the goddess of harvest, love, warmth, and life. Very much opposite of what Grumbino grew up with. Thanks for asking, Mr. Pocket. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of Grogan. And if you're interested, I know Leo's is quite interesting as well. But I shall wait for you to respond to that. And give me just 1 sec. I'm gonna go check my backpack to see if I have my 05 pen still available. 1 sec. I just remembered what happened to it. It got rained on. I dropped it just in the middle of a storm. And I think it was like, either that or it was in, no, sorry. I didn't drop it in the middle of a storm. It was that, I had, like, let's say it was this one, in a cup holder. And I spilt a drink just all over the car by accident. I was going into work and just was in a rush and without thinking, like, moved my arm and like smacked the drink and it spilled all over the pen. I know. Alas. So we'll have to make do. I do still have the O2. But I find that this one can be a little bit too thin sometimes. And I have an 08. But that one is sometimes a little too thick. You mail me a new one? Oh shucks. Gosh. That, I mean, frick, that would be wild. I would say, like, the best way to accomplish that would probably just be to donate to the channel, and that way I would have the funds to go out and yeah, buy it from Michaels myself. Or there's actually like a dedicated, like, just strictly art store that has some really quality pens. Real quick, guys, I gotta go take a whiz and and stretch a little bit. I've been sitting here for a while, so I'm going to switch it to the break real quick, and then we'll be right back. Hey, artist, thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, it was lovely having you, and I pray that the rest of your night goes smooth. But guys, take this moment, going on a break. We've been sitting here for a while. Stretch out your body, even if that means just getting up and walking, like, downstairs to get some water, or just walking outside and breathing in some fresh air. Do something with this break that is away from the computer. I'm serious, your body will thank you. You'll feel more mentally refreshed, and yeah, I know I'm about to do the same. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys. Much love, and see you soon. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you had an excellent break, and yeah, we're gonna get into the inking now. Yeah, dude, I'm creating the regional map for Autoclave and the surrounding area. Hold up, let me show you the progress that I've done so far. It's doing that pulsing thing. Sorry about the refocus and such. Also, certainly it's gonna be a lot easier to see once it's inked. But shoot, I've taken a Waz, I've done a handstand and stretched a little bit, drank some water, hit up that hydration station, if you will, and yeah, now I'm ready to get into the inking process. This is a stressful process, I gotta say, so if I'm a little more quiet, it just means that, you know, I'm focusing. Hold up, I know it might look better on stream right now, but I need the actual light on. Hold up. Create some kind of a bad shadow and such, but that's alright. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Let's start with the buildings here. Tiny little houses here. The steeple is a bit bigger. Also, shoot, I heard some sort of alert. Yeah, let me check on what it was. Yo, Couch Soldier, thanks for following, yo. I hope you're having a sick day. Not like a sick day, like you know, when you gotta call out of work and junk, but like a sick day. And heck, like, welcome to the stream. Let me know if you got any questions about, you know, the world I'm creating here, or yeah, any D&D questions in general. Let me know. Let's see. What's my favorite hobby? Ooh, that's a tough call. At times, it's music making. At times, it's writing and lore building, and at times, it's D&D preparation. It really depends on yeah, on the day. I got a lot of hobbies, and honestly, I'm kind of just grateful for that. Plenty of stuff to pour my passion into, and that's a blessing. These houses are so tiny. Oh gosh, the trees are even tinier. Forgot about these. They're kind of like just little giants. Peeking over the cliff there. I'm gonna have to move the cliff. That's alright. First and foremost, we get these houses all done. Then we fit the geography around. I don't know if that registered, but my dog just did a little like burp. It was really, really subtle though. I wonder if she was sleeping or something. She usually makes that sound when she's awoken from a dream of some kind. Nice, got all the houses. Now I have to do the hatching. Hatch 1, 2, 3. Hatch 1. Hatch 2. Hatch 1. Hatch 3. Hatch 3. Hatch 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Hatch 1, 2, 3, 4. Hatch 1. Hatch 1. Hatch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, nice. Now to get this geography. Okay. Oh, those last hatches were not too great. But if I darken the rest of it, it'll help out a little bit to cover that mistake. Little cliff here. cave entrance. Actually, those are the mines. But it is lovingly called the Clave Cave. After all, it is Autoclave Village. Another one of those little tree shines. Ooh. Progress. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some excellent progress here. Alright, let's see. Now let's do the cursive for Autoclave Village. I'm gonna do this with the 8. See how it goes. Nice. Alright. Oh yeah. Bingo da. That's looking nice, yo. Do you play D&D in person or only online? Currently only online. One of my players lives in another continent, or on another continent, so I'm afraid I don't think we'll be able to meet in person anytime soon. But but I think it's well worthwhile playing it online. And playing it online has helped me to, really organize everything, and kind of helps me to keep things straight as a DM. Oh gosh, hang on. Oh wait, never mind. These are GM notes for Jealous Twilight. For a second I was like, Coleman, avert your gaze. Do not look at these notes. No worries there. And once I think like I was kind of intimidated by the idea of doing solely online for a campaign. But it turned out that, once I took the time to learn the Roll20 software, it helps a ton, honestly. No, my player can't know. But then again, this is over there. It's it loaded up as the Jealous Twilight game. Thankfully, not the Crawling Dust campaign, which the Chimperer there is a part of. Cool. Oh gosh, I almost started inking some of the terrain with the 8. Glad I caught myself there. I'm inking the Goblin Village now. It has some real tiny huts. After all, a Goblin Village probably doesn't need, you know, huge houses. And then they have one, like, ruin in the middle. That's kind of represented there. I don't think I did too great a job at the stonework there, but that's alright. Couple of trees up in here. And the Goblin Village is called
They can access. They can access. Or such.
trying to do it in a goblin accent. In case that wasn't apparent. But that is actually in the goblin language, and it simply means tribe in ice. I think I'm gonna do the 8 again for this title. It's a little bit smaller, but I think it should still work the same. And earlier in the stream, we were debating on what to call this village here. One of the suggestions was Basketball Village. I had just the one friend in chat at the time. But the thing was, I kind of love the idea of a village just called Basketball Village. It's kind of akin to I know, right? But then I thought of Twining Town, and I was like, oh man, that's too good not to pass up. I know Basketball Village is is excellent, but come on. Real quick though, I can show you, like, the reason why I genuinely considered it. I do this kind of stuff a lot, where I'll just take something from real life and put it into a fantasy setting, but just like the name itself. So this character is called Celeste Sunny D. You're gonna have to roll me a nat 30, Coleman. But no, I intend to put basketball in the game at some point. We'll just have to see where it pops up. Yeah, Mr. Pockets, you're on the right track. We were throwing around a bunch of different spellings of it. Basketball. Hey, the Namco Band Isle. Shoot, dude, I genuinely do really want to add something like that into the game. You know, like a Cheagle Isle, or it's like a Cheagle Forest, or a Namco Band Isle. There is something that you guys have yet to possibly encounter that is absolutely wild. that if you get to encounter it, Coleman, you're gonna flip. And I will be so delighted. You have no idea. Like, it was something that I created specifically for, pretty much for you and I, and Jenny for that matter. But what I didn't expect is that the other campaign wound up rolling a 20 for it, and it showed up. Dude. That was wild. If for some reason you guys don't run into it, I'm gonna send you like the clip of them encountering it. Should be Crochet Village or some other textile art thing. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Crochet is an excellent name for something in the universe, or you know, the world itself. I am gonna stick with Twining Town though, for this here little village. Alright, let's continue on here. I'm gonna do the village and structures first, since I've started up with those. Here. Jump into this one here. Alright, first steeple is down. The first structure, rather. Got building number 2. Building number 3. Building number 4. Building number 5. Oh shoot, I missed it, dude. How could I? Wait a second. Or was this building number?
Oh no.
I hope I didn't just explode everybody's eardrums. I sincerely apologize. That was not the voice mod that I thought I had set for that. That's alright. At least at least Coleman and I are used to getting our ears assaulted with the playthrough of Arise. Specifically with their cooking mechanic. Alright, Twining Town is complete. Oh yeah. I know, right? And there's no setting to to alter that, I don't think. At least not without, like, dropping the volume of a bunch of other stuff to obscenely low. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. Pocket. It's coming along, ain't it? Alright, oh, we got one more settlement. Aramid, which is the coalition of Elves and Dwarves. Much like Uthodurn from Wizards of the Coast. Now it's basically a huge city entirely encased within a mountain, which is so cool. Critical Role, if you ever watched their first campaign, they end up visiting Uthodurn, and man, Matt's description of it, so sick. So sick, man. Aramid. Alright, that's a little clumped together, but I can still read that. Oof. I think I could have stood to make that a little bigger. That's okay, though. Oh, and then the last titles are Lake Snip and Ribbon River. Snip. Alright, tight. Deal. Got all the landmarks highlighted now. Oh shoot, I just checked the time. I'm gonna have to go break for dinner pretty soon here. About 10 or 20. Alright, now where to start with? I think I'll start with the outline of the region. Good deal. Alright. We'll outline it with the two. That I can go in and thicken specific lines and such. Hey, right on. Thanks for sticking around for a while, Mr. Pockets. It yeah, means a lot that I got the chance to hang. And yeah, I hope the rest of the night goes smooth, man. If you have time, I'll be back on at about 9:30 for some spooky stories. So if you're in for a scare, then I hope to see you there. Down past Aramid. Send it into the ocean. A little bit worried. Here's this pen. Is a little bit low on ink. Hey, never mind. Just needed a little shake. Much like myself sometimes, I find. Occasionally you just need to shake things out, you know? And I mean that genuinely. It's kind of like why if I feel in a rut, or if my creative process is like kind of slowing down, I'll go and just do a handstand. Just because simply it's a change in perspective. And it gets like your blood flowing and junk. Which is, you know, good for the body. It wants that kind of stuff. Nice. Almost got the outline done. Alright, now to finish out the river here.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful. Discovery 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Discovery Houston, prep to ATO.
Under the bridge, that's the fields.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Then southward we go. Hey. Alright, booyah. Got the outline done. Whew. Bazam. Got some progress right there. Good deal. Let's get these bridges in there. Got this one here. Nice. Now let's do the big bridge. Sick. Nice. Good stuff. Got the big bridge down there. Now I think I'm gonna tackle the mountains next. Let's start over on the left side. Start with the biggest one. First the clouds. Oh yeah, get those clouds down. Now, to tackle the mountain itself. Little baby mountains next to it. Triple baby mountain. Just had a thought of what if I actually named them Triple baby mountain. Oh man. Big mountain in there. Gosh, every time I flip it, the camera just pulses with its focus, and I don't understand why it does that. But hey, this is the first time I've tried to use this webcam for something like this. You know, today I didn't feel like putting mustard on my sandwich, and there was avocado in the house. So I put the avocado in a bowl, I did slice it up first. But then I put the avocado slices in a bowl and then just mashed that junk up with a fork. Once it was all mashed up, I added like some lime juice, a tiny bit of salt. That makes for some dang good spread. Like for just for a sandwich, dude. Nice. Alright, I think I'm gonna finish the outlines for the mountains and such. And then I'm gonna go get myself some dinner. Get some rub in my tub. Chow down. Alright, 2 more mountain ranges. Alright, the final mountain range. Here we go. These ones are some low-sitting mountains. For the most part, guys, mountains are just squiggly lines. You need a mountain range up in your map. They'll look a lot like rivers until you just do some shading, like cross hatching, or sorry, regular hatching on one side. Yeah, I actually really dig these these little like flatter mountains. I guess you would call those hills. But they're too pointy to be hills. Hey, all right. I will say I am absolutely saving the tiny trees for last because it's not that I'm dreading drawing all those tiny trees. It is simply going to be the most time-consuming portion. Let's see if it'll focus on it. Bingo. Looking pretty good so far. Got that traditional art working wonders. Nice. Alright, I'm hoping to have this map here done a Rooski by tomorrow, so I think I may have to work on this off stream after the spooky times. But this has been a fun time, guys, and I will say if I do work on it off stream, I think I will try to record the rest of it so that because I kind of want to do a time lapse deal of it going from sketch to wonder. And especially once I get into the colored pencil portion and you know, basically the process of turning it into looking more like this. I think I want to put, you know, at the top there where it says Velvet, I think I want to put something like that in the top left with the name of the region. I don't have a name for the region yet necessarily, but I'm thinking crochet might be the one to go with. I'll have to reference the textile terms. But all right, let me actually see you for a second, guys. All right, yo. Shoot, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. This was a little bit of an experiment on my part. I usually save the map making and stuff for off-stream times, just because when it comes to artwork, I usually have to pour like all my focus into it. I think with inking, it still requires a lot of focus, but I can still kind of, you know, chat aimlessly about either the things I'm drawing or, you know, what I had for lunch that day. Yeah, I'm hoping this was entertaining or a fun time for you. I know I enjoyed myself. It was, yeah, honestly a blast just having the chance to have some folks around as I do this, you know. Normally I do this just in solitude, so thank you guys for coming and being a part of the creation of Velvet, the creation of the scene. Yeah. Heck yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do the outro music. Let me get that rocking and rolling. And yeah, this is goodbye for now. In about an hour's time, I'm gonna hop back on for at least an hour or two to read through some spooky stories from the r/no-sleep Reddit. So tune in for that if you're in for a scare. If you're not, though, that's alright. Help you come to one of the other streams. But as always, take the merriment that we found together today. Let it set you at ease when you lay your head on your pillow, and let it carry you into tomorrow. Much love, guys, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Spread the merriment. Be good to yourselves and others. Alright, bye-bye.